I guess we discussed a lot of topics. I tried to take notes in order not only to make some remarks for closing this roundtable, but in general the whole day. But it's kind of tough to make sense of so many things that goes beyond the brainstorming, as Anouk was suggesting, as we have covered topics that are pertaining strictly, let's say, education and design education. Now we have a new perspective for fashion tech, and it has been very interesting to link back to this topic during this discussion with you guys when we have talked about the idea of intergenerational approaches, so the idea that we can learn from learners. And so there's what has been discussed in very many fields nowadays, the approach of not having a passive education form, but a more engaged and a more, let's say, collaborative way and horizontal approach between all the actors that are involved in education, which links back also to the idea that given the complexity of all the components that are required to develop a fashion tech product or process, or in general, looking at new design perspectives augmented by digital to we can look at a sort of freedom for students, for people in training to how to combine the different modules and components that they do see needed for preparing themselves to tackle the challenges of design tech, fashion tech. Another interesting let's say, element that we have discussed, I think it's related to the tools. So again, referring back to the concept of brainstorming, physical storming, so new tools that are designed by the topic itself, or the need, the emergence for redesigning tools to explain the user experience, understanding the user experience, so to pushing the cultural, technological, and anthropology we need to explore. It's very interesting, and it's also related to the idea that in the body of disciplines that we have in the suggestion of guidelines for delivering a new curriculum, there are for sure humanities. And the dimension, the speculative dimension, has become in your comments the predominant one. So the idea that there's a direction where fashion tech is going in your experiences, where it's not the technological need or the market needs that are defining a real fashion tech innovation, but a speculative approach that is redesigning the concept of the context where we live in, the role of the human body and the human beings in this space. I think it's very, very interesting. And the last point that I would mention is the concept of better communicating, not just between bodies, but in the light of pushing a new dimension to experience the product beyond the simulation of the body perceptions. So we are not looking anymore at smart bodies that feel, that perceive as an augmented body, but are redesigning perceptions. So I think that I hope to have catch the main points, and that they can consider, that we can consider as the most important points for closing this day. It has been very interesting to see how moving from educational path and a comment on how to teach, we have moved actually to a discourse that is much broader and has brought us in discussing the sociopolitical issues that we are facing as consumers and as designers. So in the chat, and the last comments are exactly about this. This day was not meant to be focused on such issues like ethics, politics, fashion, discussing such topics. With today, we are basically celebrating the closing of Edu4Fashion Tech, which is the project that has led us to this conference. But we are happy that we will have the possibility to continue to work on those topics thanks to another Erasmus Plus project that the three universities that has invited you today are working on with other partners. This project is called Fashion Tech Alliance. We can share the link to the website of also this project, and so if you guys as guests and also the participants are interested in continuing this conversation, we would like very much to keep in contact and look forward to another occasion, hopefully in person and not digital. So to experience even more the physical dimension of fashion tech and the topic that we discussed. So thank you very much again to all our speakers. Thank you for spending part of your Saturday with us. And thank you again to all the public that attending one or more roundtable today. Please let's keep in touch. And we'll be happy to communicate you via email as soon as our final report is available online, so that you can access it and share it as much as you like. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day in any part of the world you are.
Bye bye, everyone.
Bye. Ciao.
Ciao.
Thank you.